Hi, kiddo. How was your day? Well, I think I have a little something to solve the long day problem. Oh, who knows what I'm talking about? Who knows? I'm saying it like that because I think you should use your nose. That's the face I was waiting for. It's not a sponge cake, actually, but the smell is very similar. It's honey cake. They're more or less the same, just less sugar, more honey. True. Why would anyone want to talk about cake when you can just take them out of the oven, right? Just come with me into the kitchen and we will do just that. Get a whiff of that. Yeah, that's really something. Can't beat a fresh cake. Now, if you can just take care of the tea, I'll take care of the rest. No worries. I always wanted to make some honey cake. It's sort of a bucket list item of mine. In ancient Greek, you remember you were supposed to be buried with a coin in your mouth? Yeah, exactly. But once you cross the river Styx, mind if we share a tea bag? Okay. Once you cross the river Styx, you do encounter Cerberus, supposedly. Still pretty warm. Well, so's the cake, though. And while it isn't gonna be boiling hot exactly, it's just better. Oh, right, right. But Cerberus is there to watch that no one is escaping, so he isn't really going to be all that keen on stopping someone, especially if they're already dead. But some people, though, have used honeycakes specifically to calm him down. Isn't it sweet? It paints such a different picture of him. I mean, when you hear about Cerberus, the three-headed hellhound who guards the... It's just, that's a beast of some kind. But this just makes me think of a sweet doggo who likes treats and happens to have three heads, you know? Yeah, something like that. And it's also pretty suitable right now because it's actually the honeymoon. Well, yeah, that too. But I mean, it's June, and the moon of June is called a honeymoon because you harvest honey in June, supposedly. Yeah, this isn't my territory exactly, but felt like a nice touch. And also, I think that's still more or less true. It's easier to get honey in June than December, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Hmm. It's a different kind of sweetness to this one. I'm glad you like it. And also, same. Well, I think I think it's beautiful how you can think about a character like Cerberus so differently. It really shows the power of perspective, you know? Yeah, and this is part of why I love myths and stories so much. You can literally fall in love with the same story, even the same character, and still see them so very differently. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, give me a second. Well, I'm glad we have that perspective on the cake, the both of us. I think that's part of why I'm so keen on sharing these stories with you, you know? Yeah. I think because it can be so different and so, so close to your heart, sharing stories can become something that lets people in and that is vulnerable in a sense. Yeah, and that's why I want to share my stories as well as my story and your story together. Because I want you to be let into the things that are close to my heart. Because you are. You really are. And that's also why I made this cake. No, it's not entirely for the sake of Cerberus. I don't intend on meeting him anytime soon. I think that was mostly for people who went in, you know, before their time, usually trying to drag someone out of there. In all seriousness, I sort of rely on the actual God to fix the whole problem of death once that becomes a thing. Hmm, true. But it is. It's part of life. And I think one of the things we can do is to just share our stories. And that's, in a way, how we can soften the blow, even now, take the edge of death by telling and retelling our stories. Hmm. Whoops. Yeah, I guess it got a little bit dark, but I think it's nice in a way. Well, I mean, we can share everything, you and me. And I really don't take that for granted. Yeah. And I think sharing the things that are important with the people who are important, that's how you make the most of your time. And just having little evenings like this together. Tea, cake, company. Hmm, it really is. And I mean, in the myths, love is so Herculean in its expression, if that makes sense. I mean, you have to, like, save someone from fire and dragons and whatever to express your love. But I think, in many ways, just the everyday. Showing up and putting on a kettle of tea. Just being together and sharing stories, sharing time, talking about the little things. Yeah, I think the little things are quite underrated by design. Maybe it's just a bad choice of words. Do have some more if you want. It is quite literally what it's for. Yeah, I know in and of itself it's not much, but if a cake can be a way to show love, then just have as much as you want. And besides, tomorrow, this is a day-old cake, which is very different. Very different from what it is tonight. Yeah, I think so. I'm glad you like it. I did get a little sentimental there. I'm just happy seeing you happy. And I'm glad you're here with me. Yeah, it's because I love you. I do. I always love you, kiddo. That's part of my story. I hope it will always be part of yours. Yeah, evenings like this, just relaxing together. Might not make it into any history books, but makes it into